and thanks very much for coming back and joining me. This evening I wanted to talk about something that I read up on this morning, which is basically about the actor Henry Cavill, who's going to be playing Geralt of Rivia. And I'm really excited. If you've been following my channel for a while, Netflix is bringing the series The Witcher out on the 20th of December. And I'm really excited about it. I am a massive fan of The Witcher. I'm on the 5th book at the moment and I have played all the games. So my favourite one, in case anybody is interested, gaming wise, is Wild Hunt, which is the 3rd one. I wanted to talk about this because this is something really serious actually. Henry Cavill, apparently, it's saying that he was advised medically by an eye technician that wearing the contacts to portray, the look of his character Geralt, that he could have actually have went blind. And you know what? Let's talk before this. I absolutely have loved his enthusiasm in this role. He was actually the one who actually went to the producer and was like, please let me be Geralt, because he is a massive fan and was a massive fan for years before he even was given the part for this role. So I massively love the guy's enthusiasm, and he has been working so hard, crazy hours on this, and I really give credit to the dude, and I absolutely 100% appreciate wholeheartedly Henry Cavill. I loved him anyway beforehand. I absolutely love him as Superman, but I wholeheartedly love the guy's how he has took so much effort into this role and took so much care around, getting into his character. So I'm all for it, but I am not for, the guy harming, please, dude, don't be harming your eyesight. As big of a fan, if anybody, as much as a fan I am of The Witcher, I wouldn't want you harming your eyesight. Oh, good gracious, no. I'd rather see you not wearing them, if anything, than harming your eyesight. And if anyone else out there is a true Witcher fan or even has a heart, you wouldn't want them wearing them either. But anyways, we're going to go through this article. So Henry Cavill is becoming the ultimate anti-hero as Geralt of Rivia in Netflix's The Witcher, and that meant a fair bit of transformation. Oh gosh, right. Geralt, as a magical demon hunter and one of the last of his kind, is known for his platinum white hair and yellow eyes in the books and the game, and Henry took on both to get into the character, but it turns out that colour contact lenses are actually not that fun, and Henry told us that even though he thought they were really cool, he ran into some serious problems. Gosh, right. With pros warning the actor he could turn blind if he didn't take them out. So Henry has actually said, Henry Cavill, I was only allowed to keep them in for 3 hours at a time. Well, I was supposed to only keep them in 3 hours at a time. Gosh, I didn't actually know that colour contact lenses were that, like crazy serious. Drying out isn't the problem. It's that part of your eye. It's the only part of your body that receives oxygen from the air rather than blood, he said. And so if you're covering it up, you're not getting any oxygen to it. And over a long period of time, you will do damage to your eyes. It's just not worth it. Oh my gosh. My eye technician, so this is literally an eye technician. So an eye technician would know what they're talking about, right? Was always pushing me to be like, no, I don't care. I don't care what you need to shoot. Take the bloody contacts out, because you will start to go blind after a while. Wow. I was sure she was probably selling a slightly more dramatic version of the truth, because I do tend to be a bit stubborn like that, he joked. And I'll say, no, it's all right. We can shoot a couple of hours more. We'll be fine. And she said, we won't be fine. You've got to take them out now. And I will just say something here. I'm very much like Henry Cavill in that sense that if I was in that situation, I would probably be doing the same thing. I'd probably be like, no, it's okay, you're fine, I have to get going. And you're in that sort of like a hype of a moment, and you're like, this is going to be this great show and everything. And he always wanted to play this character from before he was even casted. He went to the producer and was like, I want to play this character. So that's how enthusiastic this man was. But at the same time, you do need to be looking after, your health. But I can't say anything because I would probably be saying the same thing, right? So going on, unfortunately for Henry, his stubbornness came back to haunt him while filming scenes on location in Canary Islands. This is where it gets more serious, right? There's a lot of volcanic rock in the Canary Island, and when it picks up a lot and it's all this stuff which becomes very, very light and dusty. he revealed it got in behind the contacts. So my eyes ended up being scratched. Oh my gosh, like God love him. God love him. I didn't realise it was scratching, so we went back to Budapest. I'd love to go to Budapest. I want to go to Budapest. After our trip to Canary Islands. But it got to the point where I couldn't really keep my eyes open. Oh my gosh, my eyes were watering. That's horrible. Had to try and wash everything out. Very, very stingy. It was very painful. I'm sure it was. But I just thought it's just because I'm tired and I'm not getting much sleep and I just need to muscle through it. And again, that's understandable. You know, especially even like the likes of Game of Thrones, like the hours they worked was absolutely unbelievable. And this would have been the same, you know, the crazy hours, especially for the fight scenes and everything like that. I mean, he is a monster slayer at the end of the day. He's going to be, you know, if you're a monster slayer, you're going to be using your swords a lot and you're going to be fighting a lot. Now, just before I quickly go on here, I am getting really annoyed because I am such a big fan of The Witcher. And the more I watch videos lately, I'm seeing that it's unbelievable the amount of people that are crying about the two swords. Like, please just read the books is all I'm going to say. Read the gosh darn books. The poster reveals that came out in the beginning, right? It's because, just short version, Geralt has two swords, right? One he uses, and the other one gets carried by his horse, Roach. Right, we'll move on, right? So, basically, read the books. But then, you know, here's the thing as well. Fair enough, like if you are extremely, extremely tired, you probably would be thinking that. You're probably thinking, it's probably not the contact lenses, it's probably just because I am absolutely drained, I'm exhausted. And when you do get really tired, I mean, everybody does, I mean, I know I do, my eyes get like really watery. So you would probably, you know, think that as well. So moving on, it says, thankfully someone realised the problem before it got too serious. Well, that's good. And Henry added, it got to the point where my eye technician found me hiding. His eye technician guys had found him hiding in the shadows with his eyes closed because it was very bright. She said, take them out. And I said, no, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Just give me some things to dab my eyes before the scene and I'll be good. Like, the dedication of this guy is unbelievable, and that's what I love about Henry Cavill. He just seems, I mean, I don't know him, but he just comes across as such a sweetheart and just such a really nice person and just so genuine and down to earth, and he comes across as so polite as well. And I can imagine Henry Cavill being like that. He'd be like, no, it's good, you know, it's fine, it's okay. You know, he wouldn't want to harm anybody. Like, he'd feel bad if he said, I have to take these eye contacts out, and then for someone to be like, but what kind of needed you to finish the scene? And I can imagine, like, that's so Henry Cavill. And then he said, then she put her foot down and said, no, fair play to you, girl, brilliant. No, I'm stopping shooting until you take them out. And I'm glad that the eye technician was there to be like, no, I'm putting my foot down and it's not happening. So he said, as cool as the contacts were, they did come with some challenges, and then he laughed. Like, he's even making a laugh, like a wee joke about it and all. But you know what? As a Witcher fan, I'm sorry, but I'm angry at you because, you know, I would have been the same, so I can't complain. But at the same time, I'm kind of a bit like, I'd rather you didn't wear them at all, though. As much as, like, don't get me wrong, I'm all for it. I want to see something I'm a fan of portrayed in a series or a movie looking like the character that they're meant to look like. But if I hear that that's starting to affect someone's health, like the health of their eyes, and could have went blind essentially from going from this article is all I can go by, if that's the case, and that is seriously the case, then I'd rather you went without and knew as a fan, fine, I'm okay seeing them without them, because at the same time I would rather, you know, the health of an actor that I really appreciate and liked even before The Witcher as Superman. I don't want anything happening to you or any harm coming to your health just for me to sit and enjoy something more as a fan. That's my opinion. So I just thought I would share that with you because I wanted to actually show any of you that haven't read this article. I know not everybody reads, you know, every article that comes out, but I just thought that I would share this with you because I want to show some of you that this guy really is working so hard, and there's so many people complaining, oh, he doesn't look like him, why is there not two swords? I'm not watching this because there's not two swords. I'm not watching this because he doesn't look like Geralt. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. This is only my personal opinion, and I'm not meaning to sound like catty or whatever, but I think he suits it down to the fine art. He literally sounds like the voice actor from Wild Hunt, the game. Like, literally, if you have ever even played Wild Hunt and you listen to Geralt's voice and you listen to Henry Cavill in the trailers, he's got it down, and he knows a lot about the folklore. He knows a lot about fantasy in general, because his father used to read him a lot of fantasy stories in bed at night, and he had played these games years ago. So do you know what I mean? He already knew a lot about it beforehand, and for him to actually go to them and be like, this is the part for me, please let me play this character. Just please try and appreciate that this dude is going above and beyond, even affecting his own eye health, and he knew that this was going to affect his own eye health, and the fact that he still soldiered on. Do you know what? Wow. And this is going to make me, I mean, I already appreciated his enthusiasm before, but I now appreciate the guy's hard work, dedication and enthusiasm toward putting he's literally put his whole heart and soul into this character, and I can even see it from the trailers, and I haven't even seen this yet, and I'm more excited about seeing this than I am Rise of Skywalker. That's all I have to say. That's all I'm going to say on that this evening. I'm going to be going and watching Home Alone now on DVD. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, and Henry Cavill, if you ever watch this, please don't ever do something like that again, please. Don't forget, guys, until my next video, that the Force will be with you always, but please, Henry Cavill, don't be doing that again. I mean, I can't talk because I'd be the same. I'd be like, no, you're okay. But anyways, right. That's it. What am I talking about? Henry Cavill's never going to watch my video. But if you do, huge fan. And please, I know you're going to kill it as Geralt. But yeah, I can't wait. I'm so excited. Roll on the 20th of December. So see you all soon. And yeah, I'll speak to you in my next video. Bye, guys.